is Peter Macapia. I am a PhD and I'm an architectural designer. Within the design field overall, there's a growing necessity to bridge architecture, design, and engineering within the same set of developments and practices. So they're no longer isolated behaviors, they're now integrated. And that's a huge pressure that's coming both from the outside, but also from the inside. Architects are thinking in terms of engineering, and engineers are having to think in terms of what an architect wants to try and do. So we have to imagine each other's roles. At the moment, I'm using the solidThinking inspired, but the HyperWorks and the meshing technology is becoming increasingly important, especially for CFD analysis and other forms of analytical thinking that we can't produce on the design end. My favorite part of solidThinking was really the inspired tool, which is a topological optimization, also known as morphogenesis. And it's incredibly important as a way of thinking about design, thinking about materials, and thinking about structures. All of these things combine, of course, to produce a design building, but in a sense they also have the flexibility to imagine what that building is in an environment. So it's a really important kind of analytical tool that's integrated into design. It's going to force architects to rethink construction, to rethink fabrication, to rethink materials, and not just as a new type of material, a new type of construction, but for new types of buildings that we can't even imagine at the moment. We have all these new opportunities in the city of today. It's changing very dramatically. We know politically, socially, economically, even just demographically. And within that, buildings are going to be responding to these pressures. Well, you need a software or a suite of softwares to actually compensate for that pressure and give architects a handle on developing a new insight into what a building should be in terms of its space, in terms of its environmental features, in terms of its load capacities with regard to program and how it's being used, and its general interface with the city. These, I think, are really crucial values that get added into the architectural development for the next few decades.